Give me your initial thoughts to that part of the press conference. Correct, if you can.
Plenty to unpick there, isn't there, Rick? He's not wrong, is he? You know, he's come out and he's literally just done last word on Spurs in one press conference, hasn't he? You know, problems with the board, problems with the culture of the club, problems with the players and the players not caring. And, you know, until such time as we get this culture sorted, then this is what we're going to get. And I can't make him wrong, but you know, this is Antonio Conte. When things start to go bad, he goes rogue, and you know, the club just haven't really backed Conte in a Conte way. They've made purchases, you know, they've bought players, but not for Conte. You know, he's not. They're running off of one page. He's running off of another. And I can't believe that they didn't, when they took him on, have all this already mapped out and planned. This is our plan as a club. This is what we want to do. We'd like to bring you in as the manager, operating within this type of system and the way that we run the club. That conversation just doesn't seem to have been had. Or if it was had, one side, either Conte or the club, has reneged on what had been agreed. So it's just, you know, it's square pegs in round holes, isn't it? When they got Conte, I was delighted, absolutely delighted, because I thought to myself, okay, there's a manager that's not a project manager. This isn't I'll use his name again, a Pochettino or a manager of that ilk that will bring in some, you know, chicken shit and turn it into chicken soup. He wants the cream of chicken soup straight away. He wants them bolt on the pitch, playing, done. And I thought to myself, right, okay, now that the revenue streams are coming in from this wonderful new stadium, apparently, they're going to back him. They must be looking to back him. They must be looking to change their business model, but they really haven't, have they? So, you know, it's just got progressively worse and worse and worse. But here he is. I mean, he's absolutely served them up this evening. Will they do anything about it? Well, what do you think? I know what I think. It'll be no.
Well, they're not going to let a man speak like that, are they? They're not going to let a man speak like that.
No,
they're not.
No, absolutely not. No, they won't. And you know, was he right to do it? Well, we'd say yes, but within football, we all know that you don't speak some truths, like, you know, when you're in that
so
position.
Many
that's just a cultural thing of football, isn't it? You know, but he's probably, you know, progressed the Enoch out movement with one press conference, because he's laid out everything that they've said. So, I mean, they'll go and get another manager in now, but ultimately, Rick, it's new deck chairs on the Titanic, isn't it? Another manager will just be another new deck chair on the Titanic. And until such times as they change their business model or the way they run it, or bring managers in that reflects the way they run it, then this is going to keep happening.
You know, it's, again, I'll be honest with you, on the back of that interview, and many are asking, when do you think he'll be sacked? I wouldn't be surprised if he goes tonight or he goes in the morning, because, you know, he has literally taken everyone down with him, from the board to the squad, the players, everybody that could have been, attacked during his press conference in those 10 minutes. I know the wonderful journalists I've had on this show, the Ali Golds of this world, the Jack Pickbrooks, the Dan Kilpatricks, they're all saying this is the most unbelievable 10 minutes watching, where they're writing their notes on the back of this press conference, because he literally was just, it's come out swinging. It's a man that knows it's coming towards an end. But coming over to you, Macca, this is a man that knows his time is up, but he just wanted, I think, a parting shot, because he wasn't going to go down without doing it. And look, many will respect him, I think. You know, this is the one thing that I think many of us will be frustrated by, the brand of football, the way it has ended. But I think many of us, what we can't say is that what he has said in that press conference isn't spot on. And I think he will win a lot of fans back, not from the brand of football we've seen, but from the comments afterwards. And he may go out as a bit of a hero in a most bizarre, weird way, despite how atrocious it's been on the pitch. Lee, let me get your reaction to that epic 10-minute press conference from Conte, and whether he's won you back now on the basis of that conference alone. Forget about the football for a second.
Well, I think I think that I can't wait to watch it. It's probably better than the football match. To be fair, he serves an absolute dross in the football match, but yet in the press conferences, he's serving up gold, Ali gold. Hey, see what I did there, Ali? Come on, next Wednesday. I think at the end of the day, he's not wrong. I can't slag him off on what he said, because I think he's paid £15 million a year to get a better tune out of the players. I totally get that. It is his job. He's failing at his job ultimately. But there's wider issues here. There's issues above, as John said earlier. There's issues below, what Kraken was talking about in terms of the players that you've touched upon, Rick. And there's issues with him as well. But his words that he's actually said in the press conference, what we're all thinking, is what we're all saying. Like, it's exactly the same. Rinse and repeat over and over and over again. The sad thing about it, and the bit that you've just said in my section to comment on about when he said you can sack the manager but it won't make any difference, that's exactly how I feel. I feel like that we as a football club have burned so many managers, 14 of them in 22 years, 2 spells, as I mentioned earlier, of Harry Redknapp and Pochettino, 4 and 5 years respectively. We've essentially burned 12 managers over a 13-year period, Rick. Under this ownership, and the only time we've sustained challenges of finals, semi-finals, title challenges, and yes, there is title challenges in there, 2 of them, by the way, has been during these settled spells of Redknapp and Pochettino. And the common denominator here is also there was no director of football under any of their managers with Redknapp and Pochettino as well. Now, we've had serial winners, project managers, club legends, ex-players. The board even sacked a serial winner 6 days before cup final, Rick. It's ridiculous. And Ryan Mason, by the way, just a quick sideshow, at that time he was a rookie and he was given the responsibility to go and win a cup final 6 days before it started. It's just utter ridiculous leadership, utter ridiculous. And we've still only got 1 trophy in 22 years. The decision-making under this tenure has been utterly abysmal. So you can't really argue with what Conte's saying tonight, in my opinion, Rick, and the lads, and all the viewers and listeners, because what he's saying, he's almost calling it out. It's very, very raw and it's very emotional, but it's also, facts, right? That's the reality. Having said all of that, and I'll come back to his 15 million, he's also paid £15 million, which I think he acknowledges, 15 million a year to get the best out of these players, to get the best out of this team. And the football, Antonio, is turgid. I sit in the South Stand. I watch you every other week when you're at home. It is rubbish. The football is rubbish. And I will sit on here week after week and, oh, yeah, don't worry, it'll come good. Oh, yeah, Mr. Optimistic Lee. I'm done. It's broken me. It's broken me, Rick. I can't do it anymore.